Few places are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team of the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the air, it's Beck. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, the running back has it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Makes the catch. It's Ibuka. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Lost coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Dropping back, it's Beck. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it. You're forcing completions like that.
Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He makes a catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting...
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. At the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Howard. Quick strike complete. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Got a man. It's Henderson. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a 3rd and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package, get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time, there was just nowhere for him to go.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Here comes his home crowd off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's got the back in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. Ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in position where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Howard. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. So much about the passing game is about timing, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia sends out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The run from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. I know that sounds stupid. Of course he's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Now it's a 2-possession game, maybe a 2-point conversion needed in there. Down by 15 as they're about to kick it off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the running back looking for room. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ibuka. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies, and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's back. Looking downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Back to the air one more time. Going over the top. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Ibuka.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown. Quarterback here, still in the first half, looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. Finds some fresh air. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like him. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.